mes belles, je m'appelle Billy. Bienvenue à ma chaîne aujourd'hui. We're going to be doing a get ready with me video. Just doing a little bit of a makeup look for the day. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. I just do what I like on my face. And yeah, I hope that you guys like this video. Please don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. And let's get to the video. So my bad. This is something that I have not done before. But before we start anything, I think let me just get my hair a bit out of the way so that I can at least do my face. I already feel like I look like a weirdo. Anyways, je m'appelle Billy, for those who don't know me. I am originally from the Democratic Republic of Congo. All your Congolese people stand up! Short for DRC. And I am 29 years old. So the reason why I have this channel is twofold. Primarily because I want to be able to document my journey in a video format. Journey in terms of my life, what I do, things that I go through, just the fun events, and even maybe the not so fun events that I will be going through in life. I want to be able to have a video journal that one day I can actually look back and see that, oh my gosh, this is what I've done, this is what I've gone through, what I've been through, places I've seen, the people I've been with, just the whole life's experience. So that's primarily why I have a YouTube channel. And secondly, to share that. I guess that's why you click this channel to watch, just to see what happens in my life. What my channel is all about is about two primary things. I had a bunch of things that I wanted to focus on before, but I've narrowed it down to two primary themes that you're going to see consistently on my channel. One, lifestyle. Anything that's got to do with life. You've seen some content where I have gone to work, which I will link up. You've seen some content where I've traveled. You've seen content where I've been with my friends, family, just a whole bunch of content that's got to do with my life. And the second one is faith. I am huge on faith, which I'll definitely go through later on in this video. And I feel like I wanted to be able to involve that or input that into my channel. And the specific playlist that I will have it will be called Kingdom Kids. It's just got to do with everything around my faith, around my belief. So those are the two themes that I have on this channel. You better subscribe, s'abonner à ma chaîne. Et yeah, je mélange le français et l'anglais dans ma chaîne. Il y a parfois que je parle un peu de lingala. Je ne suis pas vraiment like fluent in lingala, but it is part of my life. I speak all those languages and it will probably be integrated into this channel. Alors, on va commencer avec my concealer. What I like to obviously do on my face is just to conceal and brighten up like the under eye area, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and then my forehead, just the high points of my face. And I'm using a brand called Ascot London. A lot of my brands that I use are very much drugstore. The specific place I like to go to is either between GTKM or Trading Post. Trading Post is the girl that she thinks she is. First question is my favorite way to spend my day off. Okay, so my favorite way to spend my day off is predominantly just chilling in my room and relaxing. I've made my room like a sanctuary where I can just rest and relax. And most of the times what I'm doing is I'm either watching Netflix or I'm editing a video or I'm reading a book. Look, my hobbies are a myriad of things. I don't stick to one thing. I just go with whatever flows for me on that day. My favorite type of music. If you know me and you know me, I'm a hip hop girl. Heavy on my hip hop flow. I love my hip hop music. Add that to something that most people will think like, what? Like seriously? I do like classical music. I do like electro. Ooh, electro. I enjoy R&B soul. two different genres, completely different genres, but R&B, soul, and blues. I just can't stand heavy metal. I'm sorry if you like heavy metal, but I don't think it's music. It's my opinion, and yeah, fight a tree. No, don't fight trees. We love trees. Extroverted or introverted? Contrary to popular belief, I'm an ambivert. So some people, and by some people I mean those who know me, my family, my friends, specifically my friends do not believe I'm an introvert, but hear me out. I am an ambivert, which is a melange of the two, both introverted and extroverted. I do love going out and being out with my friends, socializing, talking, being the life of the party. I like doing that. I love being that. That is one side of me, but another side of me is very introverted. I like my own space. I like my room. I like quietness. I like to, even in some social settings, je ne veux pas parler trop. Like, je veux juste être calme et écouter les gens quand ils parlent and tout ça. Like most of the times, or sometimes, let me say that, sometimes I just like to listen and hear what people have to say. I'm an overthinker, so I try to psych myself up and to try and enjoy the environment and be sociable. You know, you're going out, be sociable. Essential part of my daily routine. I'm not always the best in this, and in my mind I was like, say this, but don't be hypocritical. What am I doing? Sorry, wrong thing. Essential part of my daily routine is prayer. I need to meditate and pray. I'm a better person once I've meditated and I've prayed, because when I have not done that, it just feels like the day is not going how it's supposed to be going. And I do want to change that. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention, I'm using this Nana Coco contouring palette and lightening kit for dark complexion. You can get this at Trading Post. Prayer, that's an essential part of my daily routine. And just connecting with God. I think that's the fundamental, connecting with God, giving thanks, declaring and prophesying over my day, incorporating worship, you know, worship and praise, getting myself in the mood. That's the quintessential part of my day, which I think one day maybe I should do a daily routine video so that I can show you guys what I get up to. And yeah, so that you can be able to see what I do and how I incorporate it in my day. Cook or order in? For those who don't know, and let it be on the record, I don't like cooking. Now hear me out. I don't like cooking because of how methodical it is, like how it requires you to have an order of things. And yes, those who cook can say that there is an element of creativity and adding this and that and the third into your meal, but I don't feel that way. I don't feel like I can do it. I prefer baking, and you can understand the difference. Cooking, there is not always so much structure. There is obviously steps that you need to follow in order to make it a good meal, but sometimes you can like move things around. But with baking, it's a step by step, and I need something that gives a bit of structure that ensures that it's going to come out right. If it doesn't come out right, I knew that I forgot a step or I missed out something. That's what I prefer. I don't like cooking. I cook for my family, and it's obviously out of love. But if I had a choice, I wouldn't cook. I would prefer to just bake or clean. I'm very good clean. Okay, not very good. It's not like it's mine. But I prefer cleaning. All right, let's talk a little bit about my familia. Hold on. I forgot to start with this. I am a daughter, one of my parents' daughters. I'm the middle child, the second born. I have an older sister and a younger brother. We are three. And yeah, it's my mom, my dad, and my older sister and younger brother. I also have a second mom who is actually my mom's older sister, but she's just my second mom really, because she's lived with me all my life and she's taken care of me just as well as my mom has taken care of me. So she's like my second mom. So I basically have two moms. So yes, I have a small family, but I have a gargantuan extended family. Picture this. Your one uncle. If any of them watch and I forget, any of my cousins, mes yaya, si j'ai oublié, pardonnez-moi s'il te plaît. There's 18 kids. They're all like fairly grown, you know, individuals. Guys, my family is huge. My family is huge and I love it. I love it, love it, love it. It's so great because we're all full of life and different personalities. Of course, we're not all the same. Different personalities, full of life, full of energy. And when it's a get together, you know it's a get together. Recently, we had a family wedding and one of my cousins from the tribe of 18 got married. And for the first time, I feel like it was the first time in a family wedding, we were a good balance of people from the bride to the groom side. We were the groom side and yeah. For the first time ever, I felt like, wow, finally, it's not 80% us. But it was great. It was really, really nice to actually see a difference and a growth in the family. So my family is huge and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. And family is everything. Family is numero uno. Growing up as a middle child. Guys, middle child syndrome exists, and all those who don't know about it and who want to fight and say it doesn't exist, are you even a middle child? Est-ce que toi tu connais? No. Anyways, middle child was not always fun. I felt like I had to grow up really quickly. And for those who understand like the theoretical things, some people say that the firstborn is the tester child. To a certain extent, she or he is, because the parents have never had a child before. And everything that they need to know about having a child and how to raise the child well comes from the experience of your firstborn. And then you have your lastborn. Obviously, your lastborn just has a lot of fun because your parents have winged it from 1 to 2, now 3. It's like, chill. They're less obviously stressed, and every lastborn can say this. They got away with a lot. Firstborn, yo. Middle children are very, very independent. They're very capable of taking care of themselves, doing things on their own. That's how middle kids are. And I've also noticed that because I do have friends who are middle kids. I do have family that are middle kids. So it's just like, it's pretty much obvious how you see the difference between everybody's lifestyle. Are you single? Yes, sirree, and yes, sir, mammery. Oui, mes belles, I am single. Et d'autres questions, c'est pourquoi je suis célibataire. Je n'ai pas encore trouvé, ou bien, to say it right, I have not been found by the right one. And those are going to say, the right one doesn't exist. I mean by the right one, I mean the person that I'm most compatible with, the one who we both serve a greater purpose in each other's lives and we fit. Like, there's obviously a lot of growing that I am going through right now, and I'm at a point where I feel like I am ready. I have been growing in a way that I feel like I should be a good partner to somebody, and taking the time to grow in the knowledge and understanding of that, because you know you're going to be sharing your life with somebody else. Please be a good person to be with before you start searching for somebody and saying, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. No. How are you as an individual? That's the kind of questions I was having by myself when I was doing a lot of introspection. What do you believe in? I am a Christian. I believe that Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior, and He's the one that I follow on a day-to-day or on a daily basis. Why I'm a Christian is because I ascribe to how Christ walked on earth. I ascribe to the fact that we should be loving, we should be kind, we should be generous, we should be filled with mercy and tenderheartedness. And above all things, like I've already said, love. And that is what Christianity is all about. Sharing love with others as well as yourself, but primarily with God. And it can only be done through the work of the Holy Spirit living in you, and trusting that Jesus is leading and guiding you on every day. So I believe in Jesus Christ. He my homeboy, my home dog. That's my G. He's my G-O-D. I know God. What makes you know that God is real? In my day-to-day life, let me be frank, my day-to-day life, I experience God more and more. One place that is obviously easy to experience God is through nature. My windows faces outside of my garden, and every time I look at this garden and how it transitions from summer to autumn, we're in autumn now in South Africa, it's just so beautiful. Man can't do this. Man can't make the leaves turn brown unless you burn them or color them in or whatever the case may be. But man can't do that. There has to be a God. There has to be a God who has created all of this. I know that God's real is through that, and even through circumstances in my life where life is just not easy, especially where it speaks about peace that surpasses all understanding in the Word of God. Have you ever gone through a breakup or a loss of a family member or something like that, and you don't understand why that breakup happened? You don't understand why that person died. You don't understand why you're going through that situation, but you're able to go through it. You're able to walk, and you're still able to keep living, even though it hurts you, even though it pains you, but it's not holding you back and keeping you in that bubble of hurt and pain. It's like, yes, this has happened to me. Yes, this is what I'm experiencing, but you want to keep going. That's the peace. And who wouldn't want that? Like, this world has got so many treacherous and heartbreaking things, but you got a peace that surpasses all understanding, and that is better than what the world gives you. I'm definitely feeling subscribed to God. I'm sorry. I didn't know if I mentioned this, but this is the Yardley 3-in-1 makeup setting. It's almost done. It primes, it sets, and refreshes. So I put this for the first time. Only when I'm doing it on camera, I'm doing it wrong. I followed the Jackie Aina makeup routine, how she does her makeup, and I felt that that works so well for me, and it does. It makes my makeup last longer, and we both have normal to oily skin, so I felt like that worked very well for my face. I don't know where you're gonna find that video, guys, but it's a video that she did a while ago during lockdown, actually. Why do I love being a Christian? Because of what Christ has done for me to be able to reconcile me to God, to Elohim. I think there is no greater love, there is no greater joy, there's no greater reason to be a Christian. If somebody went all that way, struggled and went through pain and was brutally murdered, and then he rose, just for me to go back to my Creator so that I can be able to be in the same presence with my Creator again. Ain't no other reason other than that, child. What do I do? What do I do? I am a senior producer at a media localization company. And what essentially that means is that I am in charge of creating or recreating content for the rest of Africa. You can actually see in one of my videos that I'll try to link up here of what I do at work. So where was my best vacation? Speaking about lifestyle a bit. My best vacation that I had, it's a tie between two places, one of which a vlog will be coming up soon, and then the other one is my 3-part series. If you have not watched it, is when the Kwangs take Cape Town with my girlfriends. We went to Cape Town for several days, and I mean, I've been to Cape Town kind of quite often before we went together, but I think because how my best friends had planned this trip, and how they organized everything together just made this experience so phenomenal. And I would 10 over 10 highly recommend going to Cape Town. And it's a tie between the other place that I will only mention once that vlog drops. So stay tuned to my channel, you'll see. It was another African country. It was a West African country that I went to, but it was amazing. Travel bucket list. So on the top of the top, for as long as I can remember about thinking about other countries, I've always wanted to travel is to Bora Bora, the islands of Bora Bora. It's a French island and it's so beautiful. It's like similar to your Maldives. Take me on a vacation to sandy white beaches, turquoise blue waters, and tranquility, and it's set. It's done deal. Other places that I want to go to, forgive me. Hold up before you have my face. I went to the DRC before, but I was a little girl. I was no older than 8. Was between the ages of 5 and 8, anywhere in between that. And at that time, the DRC was nothing like what it was now. You know, not to say that it was always bad, but I think growing up, my problem that I had with the DRC is the media. The media, yo, guys, watch out what you watch on the media. Hey, it will sell you dreams and nightmares. It sold a nightmare out of Congo for me. So I was like, no, I'm not going to Congo. There's war everywhere. People are dying. But very ignorant of me, a lot of my family is still there and alive and thriving. Apart from that, Tanzania, Kenya, in Tanzania, Zanzibar. Okay, so at least my face is almost done. So I do something very simple, very just almost a natural face, not trying to do too much and stuff like that. Now we're just gonna do mascara. I think everything else is fine. It's setting pretty well. Oh, let me finish my eyeliner. All right, so I'm pretty much done. Just gonna put mascara. This is called Miss Betty, waterproof. I just try and pick, I know this is silly, but I pick my mascaras by color. I either have something black or in pink, or black and pink, or something in the shades of pink. So yeah, this is the questions that I have. Very simple, very get to know me type of thing, but it's almost surface level. This was my get ready with me video, just a very simple, natural look, just to go about my day-to-day routine, nothing too specific, but the focus was for you to get to know me a little bit better because I needed to do an update get to know me video. N'oubliez pas de s'abonner à ma chaîne pour commenter et s'il te plaît aimer cette vidéo. Si tu veux demander des autres questions que tu veux que je réponde, please comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to know about me. Thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate you and à bientôt mes belles.